when someone brings up a system seller, usually Mario Kart will be brought up, right? But Nintendo has four huge games upcoming: Splatoon Raiders, Star Fox, the new Switch Sports Resort, and Zelda Ocarina of Time, the remake. And I think one of these games can end up being the next major reason people buy Switch 2. So let's go over them and rank them. Alright, coming in number 4, and don't get me wrong, I'm really excited for this game. It just has to be Switch Sports Resort. I think Switch Sports has the lowest chance of being a system seller. I think it's one of those games where if you have the console, then maybe you decide to pick it up. But I just don't think that it could be the game that people see and specifically want a Switch 2. It will probably sell well, people love casual Nintendo games that they can play with their family, but I don't see someone spending $100 on a Switch 2 just because there's another sports game. The new sports do seem really cool, like the skateboarding and jet skis and whatever this is. And you can still use Mii's. I don't see what the hate on sports games are. I think that this will be a really fun party game and definitely sell a good amount. But again, it feels more like a game people buy after they already own the system. Number 3, Star Fox. Now this one is interesting. Although I'm excited about this, and it is kind of a short game, I'm super excited about how beautiful the game looks. I mean, it looks super good. I played the demo, and after I beat the tutorial and the first level that you play, I have to say I'm impressed. The game looks super good, and they took the older game and just made it amazing. I'm also excited about the new dogfight modes and others, but more on that in a minute. I have played the other versions of this game, and that gets me to my next point, and how if they really wanted to play Star Fox that badly, they could easily just get a 64 or even a 3DS, even a 2DS, and play that version of the game for half the price of just the console. So for the people who aren't diehard Star Fox fans, I don't see people buying a Switch 2 for Star Fox, even when they can just play it on something else. To be a system seller, you need to appeal to people who aren't already planning on buying the console, and I don't think this does that, because it's a remake of a game that's already not crazy popular. Now back to the dogfights, I am super excited for this 4-on-4 style game, and I'm going to be playing online a lot because I'm not going to be able to get my friends to buy Star Fox. But it does look fun and not just story mode against NPCs. Alright, number 2's gotta be Splatoon Raiders. Obviously, I have reasons it's number 2 and not number 1, that's gotta be a bit obvious. Splatoon has big history of selling, actually. They sell really good for being a new IP, and I think that with them having a spin-off and a lot of people liking the old games, I really think there's a good chance that a lot of people decide to pick up a Switch 2 so that they will play Splatoon Raiders. Also, with this being a new style of game, I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I gotta try this because this is a new type of game. I haven't played anything like this before. And I think that if they implement a way to like fully 100% the game with islands and different things to craft and all these different things to collect on each island, definitely a big group of people who like speedrunning and 100%ing and stuff, especially people who have played Splatoon like this before in the past, will definitely like something like this. Alright, now at number 1 has to be a remake of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Let's be honest, this was probably the obvious answer to everyone watching this. Ocarina of Time is one of the most beloved games ever made, and for a lot of people, and Metacritic, this is the best game of all time, just in general. For many people, it's the Zelda game, and if Nintendo gives the full remake treatment, not just better graphics, but a true modern remake, and from what it's looking and sounding, it's going to be reborn in a way, so we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. I 1000% think people will buy Switch 2 just to play it, and I've seen plenty of videos of people saying they are going to buy Switch 2 for Ocarina of Time. You have nostalgia, you have Zelda fans, you have newer players who have never experienced the original, which is me, and I would have started on my 3DS, but I waited because this game got leaked, so I'm just going to play this one first. And you also have a system to make it an exclusive on, which is the whole idea here, to sell systems. But that's the perfect recipe for a system seller. So if I had to put my money on one game becoming Nintendo's next major system seller, my pick is Ocarina of Time. But honestly, I think Splatoon Raiders has just as good a chance to surprise everyone as Ocarina of Time has to win. So, also don't get me wrong, I'm equally excited for all these games and can't wait to play them. I'm super excited for all these. But let me know which game you think has the best chance of becoming the next Switch 2 system seller, because 1 year from now, one of us is going to be very right.